And it takes some extra effort on the manager side to truly treat your remote employees the same as you treat your in-house employees. And there was an article in Executive Street, six tips to keep remote employees engaged, which provides some, I think, some really useful information on how to do that. And I'm just going to run through just a few of them here. First of all, you need to develop a system for keeping everyone in the loop. You need to remember that your remote employees aren't privy to all that informal information that you were just talking about, the water cooler talk, or even just chatting over the top of the cubicle, right? A lot of really good information is communicated that way. And so you have to work at building that communication. You can use something like Google Drive or another cloud application that allows you to kind of collaborate over the cloud. That way you can have online documents and spreadsheets that will allow managers and coworkers to see where anyone, including remote employees, where they are in a project or other things. I mean, it could even be just, hey, I'm stepping out for a little bit or whatever. There's just all sorts of electronic communication that helps keep everybody in the loop. Not just remote employees telling the bosses what they're doing, but also the boss and the other coworkers saying what they're doing and keep you apprised. The other thing you can do is have weekly meetings. We do this here at Quality Digest, and sometimes we use Skype, sometimes we use Google Hangouts, but a video chat is really easy to do nowadays. But if you can't do that for whatever reason, just a plain old conference call, which ropes in everybody, your local people and your remote people, again, to keep them apprised of what the status is on various projects. You need to keep your employees accountable. They may be remote, but they still have to meet the same deadlines as everyone else. And what method you use to track this depends on your situation, but you do need a way to make sure that your remote workers are doing the job that you expect of them. On the flip side of that, when it comes to things like incentives and bonuses, out of sight too often means out of mind. You need to give the same opportunities to the employees you don't see as the ones that you do see. It's easy to lose track of what your remote employees are doing, and easy to keep them away, accidentally of course, from the same benefits seen by your in-house employees. So it's just a few thoughts, but I mean the main bit on this is obviously it comes down to communication. And we have a lot of tools nowadays for remote employees where this communication, it is possible to keep them in the loop much better than we have in the past when your remote employees were available maybe just by email.
Right.
And now you really can get somewhat of a real-time aspect to it and keep them more involved, keep them more apprised of what's going on, and you apprised of what they're doing at the same time. So
well, we've had remote employees here for a decade or so.
Yeah, exactly.
At this point. And we've worked through a lot of these issues, and Google Drive is our friend. I mean, we've really learned a lot.
And Google Hangouts.
Google Hangouts. I mean,
Skype.
Google's a really amazing company. They really understand. They get the whole work collaboration deal, the remote collaboration deal, and they do a good job of that. And we've used those tools, but we've also just discovered them ourselves, included them together. So, if you have remote employees, what Dirk just mentioned and what's in that article is good to remember, but also, be creative, find your own solutions and ways to work together better, because it's important to keep those people in the loop.
All right.